Okay, how we doing, guys? In today's video I'm going to be talking about what sport has taught me, pretty much implemented into my character over the years, over the last 15 years of playing, what it's taught me and how I'm applying it to business. Also, I've got a little bit of a different setup going on today, so we've got the little Loom camera here. I watch a YouTuber called Jack Hopkins. He does the same thing. He has good videos, so I've copied it and done the exact same thing. Now, to jump into it, what sport has taught me, which I'm applying to business. So my experience with sport, I believe that says, I've played soccer since I was 5 years old. I still play today at 20 years old, almost 21. And throughout my childhood, I've also played many other sports in terms of combat sport, cricket, and then other sports socially like AFL, basketball, stuff like that. Now with my soccer, I've actually been able to progress into being decent enough at soccer, which has let me travel to the USA to play in college. When I was younger as well, I was able to play interstate in some tournaments throughout Australia, and now that I'm 20, almost 21, I play semi-pro level in Australia. So we've got the top division, the A-League, and I play just below that in the NPL. Now, of course, when you look at the football soccer pyramid throughout the world, obviously, yes, there is a lot of better players than me. There's a lot of better leagues and stuff like that. So when you consider that, yes, it is not obviously the pinnacle of success, but to get to where I am, I'm still proud of it. Still a good level and something that, yeah, like I said, I'm proud of. So what it's taken to even get to the level I'm at, obviously not the pinnacle of success, but what it's taken: long drives throughout my whole life, late dinners, worn out parents, time away from loved ones when I was on the other side of the world, etc. So lots of sacrifices that were made, not just by me, but by my family, friends, girlfriends, etc. So yeah, lots of sacrifices, and during all those sacrifices I was failing lots and lots and making mistakes every day in trainings and games. During that period, I didn't really appreciate failing and look at mistakes and stuff like that for what they were. I used to take it to heart. It used to get me down and stuff like that. Obviously now I have a very different mindset on it, but when you're making all those sacrifices and stuff like that, and you're pretty much constantly making mistakes, it gets to you, it gets you upset and stuff like that, especially when you're a young kid. Now, what all those sacrifices, mistakes and stuff like that have brought me so far. Now, like I said earlier, obviously I haven't reached the pinnacle of success, but I still have some stuff that I've achieved that I'm proud of, and here they are. So I've been able to win a couple of team trophies last year, actually, for a club that I play for right now that I'm extremely proud to represent. Last year as well, I won a couple of individual trophies within my team that were voted for from my teammates and from my coaches, just for the work that I did last year during the season. And also on that as well, I had some success when I was overseas in the USA. I played for a very good college team. We were in JUCO, made a national tournament, stuff like that. So we're a very good team, and I got to play for them. And then also I have, in my opinion, no bias here, I've achieved some respect from people I look up to or aspire to be like. So for example, certain coaches, certain players that I have been able to play with that maybe have played for 10 so years. They've had very good careers, very good players. I believe I've achieved their respect even as a younger player, and that's something I'm certainly proud of. And then also proud parents, mum and dad, biggest fans. Obviously they enjoy watching me play. They're proud of what I've achieved so far, and they support me. And then most importantly as well, it's just given me a belief in what I can achieve, not just in sport, but in every other area of my life. But most importantly, the principles and skills sport has taught me over the years of playing. Now, these are very typical, what everyone talks about: hard work, discipline, being able to work with others, accepting failure and mistakes. Without them, we can never achieve success, so I've just learned to accept them over the years, really. Accountability, time management, communication, etc., etc. This list could go on forever with positive things that I've been able to learn from sport. And also, I'm not claiming to be perfect at implementing all these things 100% of the time. I'm just stating this is what I've learned through sport, and I try my best to apply it. So how do these principles here and all the other stuff I've gone through, how the fuck do they relate to business? Now, those principles I just mentioned here that I learned through sport, I believe they are the success principles. So They are principles for success in life, not just principles for success in sport. If you want to be successful in any area of your life, you need to have learnt the things mentioned on the previous slide, because they are your foundation of personal development, which then gives you the ability to build off into any chosen field. Now, for example, when I talk about they're your foundation of personal development, so I believe you need to have a certain character, be a certain individual, have a certain level of capability within yourself pretty much as your foundation. So for example, I achieved that through sport. Then you have that foundation. You can build off into any, whatever you want to go into, because you have that character development. Now, for those of you who haven't played sport, you're going to have to develop this in another way, whether it's through discipline of going to the gym, running, whatever the fuck you want to do, I don't care, but you need to have that foundation there. Now, success in business. What I've come to learn so far is that business is not easy, even though it is perceived as easy. It is shown as easy on social media. Believe it or not, it is not fucking easy. So, like anything worth achieving in life, it takes sacrifices, mistakes, failing, hardships, etc., just like sport. Now, any industry, business, career you choose, it will have obstacles you need to overcome. If you do not have the foundation of personal development, which I spoke about before, with all the previous attributes mentioned, like I spoke about before, you will never survive until the point where you can get success. So if you do not have that foundation of personal development, you do not have that foundation of good character, you're going to hit obstacles, you're going to hit roadblocks, bottlenecks and stuff like that, and you're going to give up if you do not have that foundation of character development, personal development. If you do have it, and when those obstacles do come, because they will, you're going to have the character to get over them, figure out a way past them, and continue on your path to success. So how have I applied what I've learned through sport so far to the business that I'm running? I've been running it for 3.5 months. How have I applied my characteristics so far? Now, as much as I don't enjoy making mistakes, just like anyone else, I've given myself the opportunity, I've given myself the permission to make as many mistakes as possible through taking as much action as possible. I've accepted those mistakes and I've learnt from them, and I've failed forward repeatedly over the last 3 months. I've also been able to organise my days to be productive through time management skills. I've been able to communicate with clients effectively on timelines, understanding problems, etc., etc. And then I've been able to work with contractors to do work for my business in the back end. Once again, communication, all that stuff. And then also the discipline of working hard every day, even when I don't want to. Obviously, it's hard to work hard when shit's not going right, when things aren't going the way you want to, when your business isn't spitting out thousands of dollars like you planned on it doing, or what you're told it should do. It's hard to get up and work every day in your business when it's not doing those things. So having that discipline instilled in you, obviously, is the only way you're going to be able to move forward, keep working, keep the business moving forward. All the basic things I have had to do in the business so far, from a character perspective, I already had some experience, or actually I've already had a lot of experience with because of sport. Now we are going to look towards the future. Before it was how I've applied it so far in the 3.5 months. Now I'm going to look forward to how I'm going to apply the characteristics I learnt in sport in the future to guarantee my success in business. Now, yes, I'm guaranteed for success in business because I know I will succeed because of the characteristics I have instilled from the level of personal development I have. I don't know if that makes sense, but just know I'm guaranteed for success. This is how. So I'll keep making mistakes and failing forward constantly. I'll keep showing up every day and get better every single day. Even if it's by 0.1%, I will just keep showing up. Thirdly, I will not quit. I spent years of sacrifices to get a little success in soccer, to get massive amounts of success in business. I know that I will need to make bigger sacrifices, more hours worked, more hardships, more obstacles, and it does not bother me to make that decision, accept that reality. I'll have places I want to be, I'll have things I want to achieve, people I want to help in my life, and I'm willing to make those sacrifices and dedicate my life to that. To sum it up, pretty much, I'm just going to accept the journey, focus on progress every single day, and as long as I never give up, I will achieve my desired success one day. It's as simple as that. As long as you do not quit, you will get to where you want to go to. Now, these are all principles that I've just discussed. They are all principles I learned through sport, which will directly relate to my success in business. Now, to sum it up, pretty much, if you couldn't work it out, I am a fan of what sport has taught me from a personal development standpoint. So if you're someone who hasn't been able to play sport throughout their life, and dedicate themselves to something, you need to find something to kind of give you these characteristics, whether it's for gym, fucking reading, I don't know, find something. And if you have played sport before and you got to a decent level and you've been disciplined throughout your life, chances are you already have excellent characteristics that are part of your personal mold, I guess you want to say, that you can then take and apply to business. I'm not saying it won't be hard still, but you have the thick skin, you have the characteristics to get over all the shit that's going to be happening, all the headaches and obstacles and stuff like that. So if this video did give you any value, maybe you're looking at getting into entrepreneurship and you're not sure, and maybe you played sport and maybe you're going, wow, maybe I could do it. Hopefully it serves you some value. If you haven't played sport before and you don't have that level of personal development, get to it and then you can start. And yeah, hope the video serves you value. If you do know anyone that maybe would be interested in watching this video, get into entrepreneurship, already has the characteristics developed and stuff like that, do share it with them. I'll really appreciate it. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.